Hey Gaijus, welcome to the channel. So we are doing a review of Shin Ultraman. It is finally out in the US in a little bit of a limited release. So yeah, so we're excited. I'm excited. It came out in May of last year in Japan, but we're about to go see it.
で誕生した、ヒーローです。身長が40メートルあって、人間が変身するんですけど、非常に巨大なヒーローが、
What did y'all think?
It was great. Fantastic.
Do you mind being on YouTube?
I'm now on YouTube.
Yes.
Yay. Infamous.
Yes. What did you think being not a hardcore Ultraman fan?
It was very Japanese.
It's so racist. It was fantastic.
The bros loved it.
Outstanding.
Yes. We should do a nerdy photo. Like, you know, hurrah. Yay! Stan. So
And
it's
now
like,
there's the thumbnail.
you know, it has to be me. Like me and Scott made it. Come on, Scott.
Why is there a picture of you three? Oh, since you guys are the.
I like the fighting stance. It's like
We do fighting stance first?
it's like not even like.
Oh wait, this is video. Hold on.
Dork.
So from this point on, there will be spoilers. So yeah, so there's your warning. So click off if you don't want any spoilers. But like I mentioned last night, I really did enjoy the movie. I had so much fun with it. I think if you want to just know my really brief review, I loved it. I felt like it kept in line with the nature of Ultraman and his essence, and it didn't take itself seriously, but it respected Ultraman, and I absolutely love it. It is announced, I think today was announced, that it'll be released on DVD in they said spring. I don't know, my brain just thinks April. So if you didn't get a chance to go see it in its limited run in theaters, definitely it'll be out on DVD this spring. So you can look forward to that. But in my longer review, I'll go with the kaijus. The kaijus weren't really that essential to the story. They were more of a setup. After Ultraman kind of comes in, he is really, the kaijus are kind of forgotten about. So if you want to see like 8 million different awesome kaijus, there really isn't. I mean, there are. They really did, like, for as short of a period of time that they were in the movie, they were amazing. Like, you know, if you know Ultraman, Toho, I forgot the whole history, so correct me in the comments. I believe that the original director would borrow parts from Toho. So there is, like, if you haven't seen Ultraman before and want to get into it, you'll see Godzilla. He's a different color. You'll also see like other, I think there's a few other kaijus that are also in Ultraman. You'll also see, you'll hear sounds like Godzilla's scream is like connected to a different kaiju in the Ultraman TV show. So yeah, so the designs are cool. Oh yeah, circling back. So like one of the first kaijus does look like Godzilla. I forgot which version he looks like, but because my brain is all scattered and this past year I have no recollection of anything. But the few kaijus that you do see are pretty cool. Except for like the one that looked like a chicken, like it looked like a flying chicken. I was like, I did better with that, you know, but whatever. So yeah, so that's the kaijus. We'll get that over with. Ultraman, if you like the original Ultraman series, I can't talk for all the series. I have seen other Ultramans, but I don't really, like, they're not really in my memory. And to be honest, like, I only remember like a little bit of the original Ultraman. I did rewatch it, but I rewatched it like in my 20s, and lots that has happened in the past. You know, I'm getting old, so I definitely really want to. I don't even know on my DVD. I do have Ultraman, but I don't know where it is. But anyways, it's campy. It has like the nature of Ultraman. My husband was like, it feels like it's like 4 episodes wrapped into one movie. Like it feels like a TV show that is like, it feels like episodic. Is that a word? The first episode would be like kind of going over the kaijus and the intro of Ultraman. The second episode is how do you say his name? Zarab, who was kind of creepy, reminded me of, I think there's like 2 villains in Ultraman that I can't remember. They kind of remind me of, I don't know if any of these are actually in Ultraman, because like I mentioned, it's been so long. But kind of like jogged a little bit of memory of like villains that were in the Ultraman series. The Melfius, which I liked Melfius. I thought he was going to be the final boss. He kind of reminded me of Loki. He wore black, wanted to be worshipped as a god, had really charismatic. The actor was cute-ish. Not my type. Usually I go for big dudes, but big giant dudes, but he was cute on the eyes. And I liked the actor. And I think that was my most disappointing moment. But I'll go over what I didn't like about the movie later. But and then there was Zophie. So that was like kind of like your 4 parts is Zophie and the Zeton, which is like, I don't know, the destroyer of the universe destroyer. Something looks off with our roof. Okay. Well, I need to address that with my husband later. Anyways, I'm like, that doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. But anyways, I will deal with that later. So yeah, 4 parts. What I liked, like I mentioned, how they kept the campiness. There was a lot of humor. The science patrol, I liked the staff. Like you kind of, it's 1 hour and 52 minutes, I think the runtime was. So you can't like get like really best friends with these characters, but I think they did a good job of like introducing them and like you get a sense. One thing that I feel like they didn't really like put out there, and I think they kind of depended on, I don't know, maybe because I know Ultraman. So I don't know if you have not seen Ultraman, if you caught on to this, but he melded with the Kamagia. I think that's how you say his name. When he landed on Earth, the blast pretty much killed Kamagia, and he bonded with his life, with his body, so that he could live. And because since we didn't really know Kamagia, like you didn't really know that his weirdness was because he was like a former, like it sounded like he was like former CIA almost. I don't know what the Japanese CIA is. Or if he was just like, weird because he had Ultraman in him and he's trying to figure out things. So I don't know if that was apparent from someone who's never seen Ultraman. But it kind of, you kind of get a sense, especially with like one scene, you definitely get a sense that, he's dead. And then they did actually like bring it up in one scene. And yeah, so I like the Science Patrol. There is this plushie I need to get. I need to find if there is one already on the market. I loved it. It's basically like the Science Patrol logo, but in a plushie form. It was so adorable. I want to get Science Patrol. I've actually always wanted to do a Science Patrol, like the orange suits, as a costume. But I'm at 7 minutes, so I'll wrap this up quickly. The things I did not like is that it was really high paced, and then when you got to Maleficent's story, it slowed down a lot. Not enough where I got bored, but I'm like, when are they gonna fight? What is this gonna wrap up? But it didn't wrap up. They did fight, and I feel like his fight scenes were a little lacking, especially I guess how active the TV show fight scenes were. But they were fine. He fought the kaijus, I think, a little bit more, and he fought Zerab a little bit more. But like, Melfius's fight scene was like 2 seconds, and then Melfius is like, peace, dude. There's some complications. I don't want to fight. And that's when Zophie's character got in. He saw Zophie in the distance, and when he saw Zophie, he was like, I'm out. You can have these humans. They're gonna be dead in a few anyways. So yeah, so that was Probably my biggest thing was the fight scenes just seemed a little not as much as I was hoping. But otherwise, I really don't have any complaints, really. I mean, I really can't wait to see it again. I really wanted to go see it again, but I just, babysitters are expensive, you know, and plus I've been tired. I've been so tired. But finally, she's sleeping through the night, knock on wood, 2 nights in a row. So hopefully that trend continues. But anyways, guys, like and subscribe. I am determined. It might be that I'll put out a video once or twice a month related to kaiju stuff, but I definitely want to get more into talking about kaiju related stuff. So if you're interested in that, I'm also going to put out other stuff because this is my channel and I can do what I want. And so yeah, so like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.